What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another series review. The conference finals are over. We have our Stanley Cup final matchup, and to say it wasn't predictable is it's not true. It was a rather predictable final. Did I predict it? No, but was I close in the form of my Final Four? Yes. So Tampa wins the series in 6. This series turned, and it turned fast, and no one thought it was going to turn the way it did, it seems like, except for about half the people that were watching this series. So, Game 1 and Game 2 go to New York as they win 6-2 and 3-2, and I'm thinking, if they get Game 3, it's over. Game 3, the Rangers have a 2-0 lead. The Lightning score to make it 2-1 in the third, later in the second. I'm thinking, okay, if they can keep this lead, they've got this. Then Tampa ties it up near the start of the third. It's 2-2. And then with 42 seconds to go, the series changes. With 42 seconds to go in that game, Andre Palat scores to make it 3-2. I said immediately this series was over. Tampa's winning in 6. You had that feeling that once Palat scored, that it was over. Like, people were like, it's only Game 3. They're still up 2-1 in the series. I said, no, it's over. People were saying constantly, like, have some faith in this team. Like, I wanted to believe the Rangers were going to win, but I didn't. I had no belief in them. Tampa had that aura that once Palat scored, they were going to the final, and I knew it. I checked the Steve Dangle podcast from that time, checked the Hockey Guys Game 3 review, and even checked today's Game 3 review, Game 6 review, that I already put. This is exactly what I said. And, but Game 3, Tampa wins that one 3-2. And Game 4, they then win 4-1. Game 5, they win 3-1. And Game 6, they win 2-1. So Shesterkin Shesterkin did well as well. He was phenomenal in the series. But Vasilevsky shut the door on the Rangers once they got ahead in the series. Even once they tied the series up, basically. So the Rangers scored first 3 games, and that's what I wanted to point out this series. The Rangers score first in their 6-2 win, their 3-2 win, and the Tampa's 3-2 win and Tampa's 3-1 win. If it was the team that scored first that won every game, I would say the Rangers would probably win the series. The Rangers were always good early, and then later in the game they'd sort of falter out. But to say the Rangers had a bad series is far from the truth. They played well. Just once Palat scored, the momentum shifted completely, and they were never able to regain the momentum. Let's look at the stats, top players for each team. So, before that, Tampa outscores the Rangers 16-14. Now let's look at the stats. Palat, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. Palat is excellent in the conference finals, going back to the triplets line days of him, Tyler Johnson, and I don't think it was Cedric Paquette. I don't think it was, was it Kucherov, maybe? I don't remember back in the 2015 when they had Tyler Johnson, Palat, and I think it was either Kucherov or Paquette, I can't remember. But those 3 I remember were dynamite for them back in that time. But yeah, Palat's always been an excellent conference finals performer specifically. I'm not sure why the conference finals so specific, but he's always been great. He leads active players with goals in the conference finals, so that's pretty phenomenal for him. Kucherov, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Good series out of him. Stamkos, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. Hedman, no goals, 4 assists, 4 points. Cirelli, 0 goals, 3 assists, 3 points. And Sergachev, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. For the Rangers, it's more spread out, the points. Fox, 0 goals, 5 assists, 5 points. Panarin, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Vetrano, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Zibanejad, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Kreider, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Cheadle, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. So yeah, pretty good point totals for their top players. Even Vetrano gets in there. I'm not to say he's not a top player, but he had a really good series, I think, for someone who isn't really considered one of those next level players like Panarin, like Zibanejad, like Fox. He's more in I would say Kreider's the next tier, and then Vetrano would be in that tier. So a good series out of him. And the young guys early in the series, Lafreniere, Kakko got scratched Game 7, or not Game 7, Game 6. Kakko, Lafreniere, and Cheadle, first 2 games of the series, they were phenomenal. Best line in the entire series for the first 2 games. And then once they went to Tampa, it kind of fell off. But yeah. And now for the time that there was something I mentioned in the Hockey Guy comment, the Hockey Guy's video about Game 6 review. I commented on it. I got a few replies, and most of them were in agreement, to be fair. I was actually surprised. But I don't think the Rangers ever get back here with this core. Well, I had another one of those feelings, like when Palat scored the goal in Game 3 with 42 seconds left. I don't think the Rangers are ever going to get back here. It's similar to the way like Carolina, they went in 2019. They went on that Cinderella run to the conference final. They lost to Boston in 4. The Rangers weren't expected to be anywhere near here. They had a fantastic season by their standards for what they were. They were expected to be first round, maybe second round exits, and they made it all the way to the third round. But even though I expected them to be third round exits, the way they went out right here just it left a sour taste. I don't think they're going to be back here. I think they are going to be making the playoffs regularly. First round exit, second round exit. I don't think they'll get any farther than that with this team. I just have that feeling. Whether they make changes that change my mind or they're going to do something else, but it could be just me personally. But I just have that feeling that they're not going to get back here. But yeah, so Tampa, they move on. They win their 15th straight. They win their 11th straight series. Patrick Maroon wins his 15th straight series, and Corey Perry becomes the second player ever to reach the Stanley Cup final 3 years in a row with 3 different teams. The first, the Blackhawks of very own Marian Hossa, who was with Pittsburgh in 2008, Detroit in 2009, and then Chicago in 2010. Corey Perry with Dallas in 2020, Montreal in 2021, and now with Tampa in 2022. Tampa's trying to three-peat. They will play the Colorado Avalanche, winners of the Western Conference. Both teams touch the trophy. It's not a big deal. It's not cursed. Not sure how that even started. But yeah, that's really all I have for you guys in this one. Gonna have some more. I know my videos have been very spread out. I've been really focusing on just watching the playoff games, and I've also been planning ahead on some other videos I'm going to do over the summer. And I'm going to have some. There's going to be another video out tomorrow talking about my round 3, reviewing my round 3 predictions and stuff. And there's also going to be the preview on Wednesday before the series starts. And there's also going to be, once the finals are over, we're going to have a very fun summer, I think, with some very good videos that I'm planning. But yeah, that's really all I have for you guys on this one. I want to thank you guys for watching. Tell me down below who you think is going to win the Stanley Cup final, if you've had the right winner of the series. Maybe save the Stanley Cup final for the preview. But yeah, just leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.